The golden boy who actually had nerves of steel. I've spent 30 years as a fire chief. I've seen it all. Smoke, chaos, and people cracking under pressure. My daughter, Sophie, she's a trauma surgeon who never misses a beat. So when she brought home Caleb for Sunday dinner, I was not impressed. This kid looked like he'd melt if he got too close to a toaster. Manicured nails, a cashmere sweater, and he talked about art history like it was a contact sport. I gave him the chief's interrogation for 2 hours. I sat there, arms crossed, staring him down while he nervously sipped his sparkling water. I figured he'd be gone by dessert. Then life happened. Our neighbor, Mr. Henderson, started choking. 1 second we're laughing, the next he's turning a terrifying shade of purple. He's a big man, 300 pounds of solid bone, and he's panicking, thrashing around and knocking over the table. I jumped up, but my old knees buckled. Sophie was trapped behind the fallen table. But Caleb, the art history kid, he didn't even blink. He moved like lightning. He dropped his plate, stepped behind Henderson, and locked his arms around that massive chest. He didn't look nervous. He looked like a machine. 1, 2, 3, Caleb roared. On the third thrust, the piece of steak flew across the room. Henderson collapsed into a chair, gasping for air. Caleb didn't celebrate. He just knelt down, checked the man's pulse, and said in a voice as calm as a Sunday morning, "Slow breath, sir. You're okay. I've got you." I stood there, frozen. "Where did you learn to do that, kid?" Caleb stood up, wiped a splash of gravy off his cashmere, and shrugged. "I put myself through grad school as an ER tech in downtown Chicago, sir. You learn to move fast when the clock is ticking." I looked at his soft hands, then back at his eyes. There was a fire in there I hadn't seen before. I walked over, picked up his glass, and handed it back to him. "Caleb, forget the art history. Tell me about the toughest night you ever had in that ER. Turns out you don't need a uniform to be a hero. You just need the guts to act when everyone else is frozen."